It is congenial to one's thoughts, action, and congenial to everything. That would harmonize the life of that area. And what attracts me most is the enchanting green, serene atmosphere. And of course, mountainside, beachside, where there is not industrialization, I like it most. In specific area in India, of course, I can say about Kerala. The evergreen, lush green mountains and lagoons and everything, I like it. I was mostly in out of India, out of Kerala, India and outside. But I like Kerala very much. Of course, I have visited 80 countries. And I like those places where there is not much habitation, there is no industrialization, and the lush green areas, mountains and sea beach and countryside I like. I don't like the cities where is the all pollution, everything is there. Of course, the last 50 years, all the countries, including India and Kerala, is polluted very much. Reinventing the nature, we have to be very careful about it. Yes. I remember my birthplace. It is Koilon, Kerala, Ashtamudi Kayal, and all those places are very unique. Of course, that lagoons and everything is there, and I have a nostalgic memory of those places. Unpolluted area, I mean mountains, forests, unpolluted rivers, and sea beach I love much. You can go up and see the sea beach, anything. Waves after waves comes and goes. That you can watch for a long time. You see, in 1972, we had a Stockholm conference. That's the first environmental conference, the human environment. I was in Delhi those days when Indira Gandhi participated in that one and came back, and we had a lecture of Indira Gandhi. And that was the first revelation. 18th century is known as the century of physics. 19th century is also, 20th century also. End of 20th century, the 21st century is a century of biology. Biology all propelled with the sophisticated instrument developed in the 20th century. 21st century of biology. Science and technology have two sides. One is the developmental side, the other is the degradation side. Degradation side is more. Once it's degraded, it is difficult to revive again. Air, water, everything is polluted. We are living in a most difficult situation now. There is a lot of difference. In my childhood, you can, well water you could drink. Now you can think of drinking the well water. Well is polluted. Everything is polluted. Agriculture has gone from here. We have to purchase everything from outside. So what is required is that we have to sustain that one. We have to develop a sustainable living. Pollution is the most important. The man alone can change it. Man is a supreme being. Maintain the atmosphere as a custodian, not as a master. We are doing in everything the master, but the master should have gone. Should be a custodian of things, The waste disposal, the safe disposal is not seen. Unless people cooperate themselves, unless the people themselves act. You can see in the night that so many bags full of things are on the roads. And this is plastic bag. Plastic bag is to be banned. And the waste disposal had to be organized in a systematic way. Government had to take the measures. Government alone cannot do it. The people had to cooperate. Particularly the morning waste, that is very disgusting. When you morning walk, you go outside, you can see both the sides, the bags full of waste, bagged and throw it on this go outside. People have more become selfish. It was not like that before. People are become very self-centered, selfish, and they care for themselves alone. But it was not in the past. Care for the neighbor. That sustainable living had to be read, The younger generation is more selfish, cruel. You see, first of all, you must be clean yourself. Then surrounding. You should not create a lot of waste. So whatever waste created in the house should be recycled. For example, biogas. All the science and technology is there, but nobody uses. We have to educate the children and the parents that your waste should be recycled and should not be wasted in the neighbor's problem. We should care for the neighbor.